And the old man, rushing to climb aboard his chariot, drove out through the gates and echoing colonnades. The mules in the lead hauled out the four-wheeled wagon, driven on by seasoned Idaeus. The horses came behind as the old man cracked the lash and urged them fast throughout the city, with all his kinsmen trailing, weeping their hearts out as if he went to his death. But once the two passed down through crowded streets and out into open country, Priam's kin turned back, his sons and in-laws straggling home to Troy. But Zeus, who beholds the world, could hardly fail to see the two men striking out across the plain. As he watched the old man, he filled with pity and quickly summoned Hermes, his own dear son. Hermes, escorting men is your greatest joy, you above all the gods, and you listen to the wish of those you favor. So down you go, down and conduct King Priam there through Achaea's beaked ships, so none will see him, none of the Argive fighters recognize him now, not till he reaches Peleus' royal son. So he decreed, and Hermes, the giant-killing guide, obeyed at once. Under his feet he fastened the supple sandals, never-dying gold, that wing him over the waves and boundless earth with the rush of gusting winds. He seized the wand that enchants the eyes of men whenever Hermes wants, or wakes them up from sleep. That wand in his grip he flew, the mighty giant killer, touching down on Troy and the Hellespont in no time. And from there he went on foot, for all the world like a young prince, sporting his first beard, just in the prime and fresh warm pride of youth. And now, as soon as the two drove past the great tomb of Ilus, they drew rein at the ford to water mules and team. A sudden darkness had swept across the earth, and Hermes was all but on them when the herald looked up, saw him, shouted at once to Priam, "Danger, my king, think fast, I see a man. I'm afraid we'll both be butchered on the spot. Into the chariot, hurry, run for our lives, or fling ourselves at his knees and beg for mercy." The old man was stunned, in a swirl of terror. The hair stood bristling all over his gnarled body. He stood there, staring dumbly, not waiting for welcome. The running god of luck went straight up to Priam, clasped the old king's hands, and asked him warmly, "Father, where do you drive these mules and team through the god-sent night while other mortals sleep? Have you no fear of the Argives breathing hate and fury? Here are your deadly enemies camping close at hand. Now what if one of them saw you, rolling blithely on through the rushing night with so much tempting treasure? How would you feel then? You're not so young yourself, and the man who attends you here is far too old to drive off an attacker spoiling for a fight. But I would never hurt you, and what's more, I'd beat off any man who'd do you harm. You remind me of my dear father, to the life."